Hi guys, it's Bas here from the Carp Specialist, and many thanks for watching again a new episode of the Carpy Cast, the 6th one. It's 21st of December, and you won't see it if you look at the weather. It's stunning. Normally in Holland it's rain and ice at the moment, but currently I would say it's about 10 degrees, so lovely weather to catch a big winter carp. Unfortunately I'm not fishing, I'm working at the moment in the office. But that's no problem at all. We've got some colleagues. Our colleague Remco will go to fish in France to Le Taille des Landes this week together with his girlfriend. So I hope he will catch a nice Christmas carp for us. Well, here in the Netherlands we're confined. We're in lockdown. It was announced this weekend for 3 weeks. Fortunately, our carp lakes can remain open. Just like hotels, we're fortunately allowed to stay open. So if you have a carp trip planned to the Netherlands or also the lakes in Belgium and France, no worries. We're open for business and we look forward to welcoming you. But all shops except except supermarkets are closed. But, we'll be looking forward to welcoming you. For this episode of Carpycast, it's a short one. We don't have a lot of news. But at the Koperen Plas in the Netherlands, our guest Eric Smith caught a 21 kilo at swim 4. And in an earlier trip in November that he did, he caught a 16 kilo common carp from swim 1. And as it's a sand pit, it's quite deep. It's a very good lake to fish in the winter time. Also, Het Broek in the Netherlands is still open. And also in France, we have got quite a lot of venues that fish very well in the winter time. So should you be interested in a winter trip, just let us know and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction for lakes that normally are very productive in the winter. I have a great video from Martijn van Zule. I spoke about him on the last Carpycast as well. He fished Le Grand Étang for 2 weeks time. He only unfortunately managed to catch one carp, but he did see some great fish on his drone. I'm inserting a video now with a voiceover, which you can see, and I think you will love it. Here's some great footage from Martijn van Zule fishing Le Grand Étang. At the right bottom you can see his bait boat arriving, and he spotted with his drone a great shoal of fish. The black spot you see is literally dozens of carp shoaling together in the winter time. It's approximately 1.5 meters or 5 feet deep at the spot. You can clearly see the effect on the shoal of carp when you fish on a shallow and a clear lake like this. So he arrives at the spot and you can clearly see that the fish are spooked a bit by the bait boat. They get away, but they don't get away very far. I would say they're only about maximum 5 meters, and you can see the mud and of course the bait from Martijn as well spreading out. And later, but I don't have this footage, you can see that the carp will be returning back to their spot and re-shoaling again. Unfortunately, he didn't catch any fish on this spot, but it's so interesting to see that the fish do get spooked. The video, and it's so amazing to see how carp respond to our baits and to tactics. So I think that was a very learnful one. I don't have much other news, to be honest. Only some extra underwater footage. The guys from Underfishing, they went to fish La Plaine des Bois 2 weeks ago, and just finished their underwater video. And also here there's some very interesting things to be found. I always thought that maggots and worms were very interested for the fish in the wintertime and irresistible, but as you can see now, they see it, but they don't take the bait. So I think that just the feeding times of the fish are very small and limited, and that there's only a very limited number of hours a day you can really manage to catch them at the moment. So that was it. The underwater video of La Plaine des Bois will start now, but just before that I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And this was a 6th Carpycast, and we just continue to do it as it's there's some very nice responses to it, and it's fun to do. It's now of course a bit winter season, but in the normal season we should have every week plenty of news for you. Thank you very much for watching and see you next week. Bye bye.
Welcome to a new video from Underfishing. It's currently late November and we're located at Le Plein de Bois 2. It's 3 degrees outside, but we're underfishing, so we have to go in the water. Our trip is planned for 4 days, and I've said enough, let's start this new adventure.
Watch this pop.
The venue has a maximum depth of 4 meters and the bottom is very muddy. It is shaped like a bathtub and has got an equal depth except for the island in the middle. We found most of the carp at these locations between the snacks. Here they can find a lot of cover and concealment. We couldn't make a video from Le Plein de Bois without the good facilities. It was freezing for more than 2 days in a row, so it was important to have some kind of luxury. If you book Le Plein de Bois, you will get a chalet in perfect conditions and a hot shower which kept us warm during the freezing temperatures. So, we found the carp, but they were not interested in the bait. We tried many different things, like sig rigs, bottom bait and pop-ups, but nothing seemed to work. We would really like to know what you would do. Let us know in the comments.
It was a great trip, a lot of activity in front of the camera.
Yeah, so many big fish in this lake, but we enjoyed it so much, and hopefully you too.
Yeah, and if you would like to book Le Plan de Bois too, you can always visit the website of the Carp Specialist, and there you can get more information. And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure we come back later.